Hi betting experts, on Tuesday the 2nd of June. First of all, look back at our two bets at Newcastle on Monday. We roll on to Kempton on Tuesday on the all-weather, a competitive 9-race card. Some interesting races at a modest level. Hopefully we've found a bit of value. Obviously keep stakes small, as we've said, for these first few weeks until the form begins to settle down. You are playing in the dark slightly with regard to fitness of all of these horses. Let's start off in the 210 with our value angle selection. This is the Unibet handicap over 5 furlongs, a class 4 for 4-year-olds and upwards. 10 runners declared. It's 11-4 the field this morning. Looking at the prices available across a range of bookmakers, the one I like is Michael Atwood's Just That Lord. Now, this 7-year-old is hardly unexposed. He's got a reasonable career record. He's been running every couple of weeks now for the last few years. He's 6 wins from 37 career starts. He's a pretty consistent tool. He has slipped down the weights a few pounds. He was rated 90 at one point at his peak. His last win came back in April 2019 under Luke Morris off a mark of 82. He was unable to win from £5 high, but was far from disgraced on a couple of occasions, notably at Wolverhampton. He's got plenty of early pace. He's got a very good draw in stall 2. I think he's likely to be pretty straight after 172 days off, and the icing on the cake, he's had a wind operation, and that could often bring about a few pounds worth of improvement, especially with these sprinters. I'm hoping for a positive attacking ride from Morris, and on his best form off a mark of 84, he should go really close. The gamble, the likely danger rather, could come from Robert Cowell's grandfather Tom, who's also got a very good low draw in stall 1 next to our selection. Martin Harley's booked. Cowell's got a good record with sprinters. This one is relatively unexposed on the all-weather, 3 from 9 in this sphere, and there could be a little bit of upside to come. He was a winner at Nottingham and Windsor last season on the turf, latterly off a mark of 77. He returns here off 81. That should be within his compass. And as I say, he's got a very good draw and likely to be fit first time out. But Just the Lord, around 8-1 this morning, well worth taking. For our nap of the day, we go to the 135. This is another Unibet money back free bet if second handicap. Over nearly a mile 2, a class 5 for 4-year-olds and upwards. 12 runners, just under £3.5 for the winner. 7-2 the field this morning, and I prefer James Fanshaw's Olympic Conqueror. Now, this one has got a gradually progressive profile. Like so many of Fanshaw's, is a work in progress. Big prices in novices and maidens back last summer, which seems a long time ago. Sent off 25, 33 and 11-1 before going handicapping, and he did improve straight into handicaps at Carlisle in August, finishing second, beaten on the nod by Camusta, and ran really well throughout the rest of the season. Even on his final start, there were excuses at Wolverhampton when only 8th when sent off favourite. He was off for 61 days before upped in trip to a mile 4 at Kempton, and he won narrowly there by a nose from Jay Gay, right on the nod under Barry McHugh. If you watch that run back, he didn't get the smoothest passage round. Was messed about a bit when going okay. Basically, I think he's value for a little bit further than that narrow winning margin. The drop back in trip shouldn't inconvenience him. Muscat's in the saddle, and James Fanshaw usually has his horses well forward. I think he's much less exposed than all of these, and should take plenty of beating. The fly in the ointment, well, there's been money around in the early market for St Gallen of Ollie Murphy, who's a 7-year-old, has had a wind operation, hasn't been seen for 318 days since winning over jumps. In fact, a dual winner over jumps at Market Raising and Kelso, so that came off a mark of 116. He's actually rated 74 on the flat, so there could be a bit more improvement to come if all is well after the break, and there is money around for that one, so I do respect that. But Olympic Conqueror taken to resume his progress back at Kempton with Muscat booked. Best of luck on Tuesday, betting experts.